could we just talk about the weirdest video in the history of the internet that got released yesterday at some point?
What's her name? Colleen, or what is it?
Ukulele.
Oh God!
Oh yeah, what is
Miranda
this?
I actually haven't watched this. I saw like an image of it.
Yeah,
is it long? Should we watch it?
Oh, it's 10 minutes.
10
10-minute long song.
It is. It is. You should watch at least 2 minutes. Well, I can summarize why.
Yeah,
and what
Summer.
Because I'm not up to speed on the whole drama, but now I want to be since I watched the apology video because I'm like, whatever the fuck she's accused of, she's guilty.
It's bad. It's so bad. Holy fuck. So she is one of the most famous YouTubers in history. I didn't know who she was. 20 million combined subs between all of her channels. She has a Netflix show. That's how famous she is. She has a series on Netflix based off her fucking characters.
She did one of those driving in cars with Jerry Seinfeld, if you could believe it.
No way.
What?
The cringe.
Jesus Christ. I love how me and Ole had the same take. Ole on Twitter, she shared like the 50 Cent meme where it's like, he did that shit. Right. And I think that was her conclusion after watching like just the apology too, because it's such an absurdly unhinged apology that you can't not come away thinking she's so guilty. Like, what the fuck?
Here's 20 seconds of it. Let's see if we can take this.
My team has strongly advised me to not say what I want to say. I recently realized that they never said that I couldn't sing what I want to say. So
this is so bad.
Today I only want to talk about the facts. So I hope that you'll be willing to listen.
Okay, so spoiler alert, she doesn't talk about any facts, doesn't address anything directly. She's accused by multiple people who were super fans of hers for years of grooming them. One of them was a boy who was 13 years old at the time, and she had this like little club that she called the Weenies, Colleen's Weenies, and the Weenies were like underage boys and girls of like 13 to 16 years old, where she was getting them to like do fucking OPSEC for her, like investigate like drama and find out what her ex-husband's up to and like do shit about that. She was asking them sexual questions like, what's your favorite position? Are you a virgin? She was asking for, like, butt pics for from one of them, the 13-year-old boy. She was asking for pictures and like, doing this all publicly on this forum. So that's why they have so many receipts of it all, and hasn't addressed directly any of that. Like her whole song, she's like, I'm getting canceled. It's a toxic fucking train, blah, 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 all this kind of shit, and doesn't address the actual stuff where people are like, yo, no, there's receipts. You got to go. Oh, wow. Yeah. Now I know why your team advised you not to talk about this, because this is so much worse and weird. And now it's a thing. Now everyone knows about it, right? Like I never would have fucking spent 2 seconds reading up about this whole thing if it wasn't for the toxic gossip train.
That's the thing. It's like, making that video now makes me very curious because I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but now I want to know every single detail. And that's just so creepy. Like, why would you want to hang out with 13-year-olds? How old is, do we know how old she is?
So at the time, she was 30 years old when she was contacting 13-year-olds.
That's too creepy.
And her excuse, he's saying this, by the way, like, David, you should watch the first like 5 minutes of the video. Maybe she sings that she's like, okay, look, just think of me as like that creepy aunt. I was like a creepy aunt, and I was like, the creepy aunt is the one you don't invite back to Thanksgiving. Right. So you not be around the family anymore. You excise the creepy aunt. Why are you using that as a defense?
That is so
weird. It's so unhinged.
I don't like this. I don't like getting into like there's too much on my fucking plate already. Like I covered everything from an election in Toronto this week to a SCOTUS decision. Like I don't have fucking time for this shit.
None of us even talked about, I don't think, how Donald Trump was making really disgusting comments about Ivanka. I mean, aside from the ones he made. His fucking daughter.
Yeah, he said he had sexual fantasies about his daughter.
I saw that headline. I didn't read the article because I'm like, hasn't he done this already? Like, yes, on several occasions. He was on The View like years ago talking about if that wasn't his daughter, he would date her. Like he said creepy ass shit publicly on television about his daughter. Like, come on.
And I haven't even told you the worst part yet. She mailed her underwear and panties to the boy. He mailed them to the boy. He has them still. His parents have them still, by the way. Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That is genuinely disturbing.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
What does she like? What's her YouTube content? What does she do?
She was she played a character where she was like this weird crazy girl who thought she could sing but couldn't sing very good, but she would sing nonetheless. Yeah,
she's like the lipstick, the bright red lipstick, and all.
Yeah,
her audience is predominantly young teenagers because like she does tours and it's all a bunch of teenagers and their parents that go to the shows because that's the target demographic. They love her shit. They like this adult pretending to be a bratty teenager character. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Jesus. Wow. Can we just be fucking normal people? Like, I mean, can we just try? Like, fuck.
Right.
Well, you know what? Maybe this does tie into the point that you guys were making earlier about like sex ed and all that stuff. It's like, it's probably good to learn when you're younger what normal sexuality is supposed to be like. So you can avoid weird, especially in a situation like that, when it's like, a famous, like admired person, like a celebrity interacting with young people. Like you want young people to know, oh, this is not normal, you know, and like a good, healthy
let them know that it's family members, the majority of people who actually assault children. People with close proximity to kids, and let people know that so they know to look out for the signs, especially if there's creepy YouTubers who are sliding into the DMs of their fans. Like,
like your alarm should be able to go off like this is not normal because I learned this in an academic setting that this is not normal, you know.
Right. So that should be like a new chapter in these books. Like they should include like YouTubers as like a chapter.
Yes.
Watch out for YouTubers. Here's some
examples. Biggest perverts of all YouTubers podcast.
Yeah. It's a long section. It's a long section.
I want to know from a corporate standpoint, wouldn't there be a screening process for Netflix where they would have found this out? Because there was multiple people. There's not just one victim. There's a whole bunch of kids. Like one of them's like a young girl who said she was pulled on stage at a show and then like she farted and then like she like asked her to put her hands down her pants and stuff like that, like all this fucked up stuff.
Oh yeah, there's some really weird videos from her live shows of her bringing clearly underage teens and preteens on stage and putting them in weird positions to like spread their legs and really weird stuff. You do want to talk about grooming and weirdness. Like doing that is certainly inappropriate at the very least.
And I'm assuming that she is heterosexual. Otherwise, the conservatives would have been like, "See, this is proof LGBTQ."
No, it's just all the way. Well, yeah, no, of course, as always is really statistically.
Another L for the Straggots.
Yeah.